Guys, today I want to make these earrings with you, and actually I want to make a necklace, but I want to make this necklace in a V shape, and to do that you'll first need to know how to make these little stars. So we're gonna do that first, make a couple of earrings, and if you're brave enough, I got 7. I don't know how I'm gonna put them together yet, but I want to make a V necklace in a V shape, and then the rest of this will be something else, maybe netting. Maybe I'll do some netting and put these on there, or I'm not sure yet. So, but if you're brave enough, because they take about an hour to make, and the materials you use are fairly cheap, but because it's gonna be, if you make a necklace, it's gonna take a really long time. Now these look, let me zoom that in a little bit more, absolutely stunning also as earrings. So I'm going to make the earrings first, and I would sell these earrings for about 15 euros a set because they look absolutely stunning. So and they take 2 hours to make if you want to make a set. As I said, you don't need much, so I put the list up what you exactly need, and you can actually count the Miyuki seed beads that you will be needing, so that's pretty good. Also, I've been using this big fire line a lot. These come from fishing stores. I ordered them online. These are 0.05, and although I think you can do this with 0.06, you would be better off going to a fishing store, and there was another store that sold them, but I can't remember what it was. I will have to ask Cheyenne again, because we got them in the in one of the either Walmart or Kmart or something like that, and they had these also available in size 0.06. But these have been coming from eBay, and I've been ordering more. And again, I'm getting the 13 millimeters, so that's the 0.05. But I think you'll be okay doing these with 0.06. However, because I'm using a lot of this, see if you can find this, and just to be on the safe side. So we need about an arm span and a half, and an arm span is like span your arms all the way wide, and I'm doing that right now. And then I'm going to take this and pull this up to the end of my shoulder. I'm going to cut that off. There. And I'm going to run that through my wax. I'm getting my thread on the other side again. I'm going to run that through my wax because I've been doing that a lot, and it really, really helps. It keeps your thread nice and pretty, doesn't damage so much. So I'm very, very happy with the wax. Should have done it much, much earlier. I mean, I am a perfectionist. I figured, I don't really need that kind of stuff, but and I still think I don't need it, but yeah, the thread will stay nicer. I got a size 10 needle that I'm going to use for that, and people ask me all the time, how come your needles are so bent? Do you buy them like that? No, I just force my needles in all kinds of corners and bends, and then that just happens. And if you got good needles, they won't break. So for this you also need an 8mm pearl, and I got a creamy one right here. And if you got like a pearl that is, for instance, damaged on the side, a little bit towards the hole right here, for instance, that you damaged the hole because you poked through there, then this would be the perfect time to use them, because we're going to do a bezel, and we're going to bezel around the pearl. And for this you will need to set up with 22. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. And I'm going to pull that down. And I'm going to leave a considerable amount of space on the back because we're going to use the end tail for the bezeling the bottom side of this pearl. So you need to go around twice, so you need to make sure you got a considerable amount of space. Now we're going to go through all these again. And as I said, you can actually count these beads. So you're starting with 22. And this is a perfect project when you don't have that many beads left, and you can just count to see how many you need and if you still have enough. Now after this come 3 rounds of 11, so I'm going to just put that aside. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and we're just going to put that down out of camera frame, of course. I don't want to blur. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll put that aside. Need a couple more. And these are my metallic bronze. So just in case you want the same color, this is a DB0022. I got them from Aura Crystals. And they're on eBay, so you can find them there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you start off with 5 times 11, basically. So that's 55 Delica beads you need to start with. I'm gonna put these back in the baggie for now. You can already lay these out. You need 11 superduos. And I got luster green opaque white, and that's 255043, and these came from Poland actually, and that's beading.pl. So just in case you want those. Then we need, put that down, 11, and I'm using Duracoat silver, 11 silver, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and I'm also going to put that aside. And this works a lot faster. And I need 11 Miyukis, and this is like a pearlish cream kind of color. It doesn't say the name on it, but it says 594. So that's the 150594. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 of those. And for the back we'll need another 11 of these. So I might as well put that aside too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That means we also need another 11 of these for the back. Might as well get, I kind of like getting everything ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's the back. And we need 11, and I got some cream pearl here. Also, that's kind of similar to the cream pearl, the 1504, a little lighter. And I need 11 of those. And let me see if I already got those set aside. Yep, already got those set aside. So we need 11 of those, and now we can get started. Everything is ready for the first part, and we're going to now just tie that tight, right, like that. Pull that through. Just make sure you don't pull the end tail out, and tie a double knot. 1, and pull that gently so that it closes up, but don't pull it so tight that you don't have any more room, because I want that first row to be have a little bit of space, so don't pull that too tight. And then 2. So as you can see, I'm not pulling it through, so just be gentle with it. And that will give you a little bit of room. Now, go into the first one. We're going to do the bezel. And now we're going to do row 1, which is 11. I'll zoom you in a little bit more. I hope it won't blur. Go. And count. Make sure you got that right. 1, 2. And carefully pull that through and just kind of turn it as much as possible, because you're basically pulling towards yourself, but you want to make sure that that thread doesn't get damaged. So that's 3, 4, and I'm not pulling it tight, I'm just gently going through there. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 'and when you do 11, you go 2 up. So this is the next one you're supposed to go in. That's 1. But now you went all the way in the round, so you got to go somewhere, and you got to go in between these. So you got to step up into the next. And again, we're going to add round 2, 11 delicas in between there. 1, 2, and now pull a little tighter, so it's going to curve. 3, and you're going to pull that aside, but that's okay, don't worry about it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. You go in through 2, stepping up. Okay, and now you can see that already it's curving. It's not flat anymore because you pulled it a little tighter. Okay, pull that straight. And now we got to check that on the side, and this is why it's a good plan you already got the 11 out, because now it's going to be a little bit more difficult to see. So I'm going to put that aside like that. Just start with the 11s. Just count. 1, and 2, and 3, and it's harder to hold also, and 4, and 5, 6, and you can pull it. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And we're going to step up 2 again on the side. Gone all the way around. Pick up your 11/15 O's galvanized and go around again. 1. Well, you don't have to count these actually, because you'll see, because they're a different color. But if you get used to counting, then you'll always do okay, especially when you're doing delicas on the same color that is like the previous row. You'll see what I mean later. So 4, 5, 6, and pull that tight. 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. I guess I can't count because I got 1 left over, or that's maybe from the back bunch already. 11. Stepping up also in the delica bead and the first 15O galvanized silver. So when you put the galvanized in there, you take your pearl, make sure that you got the holes to the side, pull it tight, put it in there, and now you're going to grab the white, put that a little bit to the side, I don't want that to blur, the white 15Os, or kind of creamish, they're kind of creamish, and we're going to go through the 15Os. And make sure that you tighten that up, and if you see that there's thread there, just push that pearl down so you won't see any thread. 2. And if your hole comes up, don't worry about it, just turn it back and make sure that you pull that tight. 2, 3, pull that tight. 4, and the pearl will come out further on the back, but that's okay. You can just kind of, if you see that hole, just kind of turn it. 4, 5, just turn it. 6, 7, oh that's a little thin, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And you're stepping up again in the galvanized and the white. And now you want to make sure that that pearl is in there good, and that the holes are turned. And as soon as you do the back, that pearl is in there secure enough. But you want to make sure that this doesn't open up anymore. So we're going to go step up again, 2, step up with another 2, and another 2, so you got like 3 of them, and just pull that tight, go into the galvanized, go into the next delica bead, and the next delica bead right there on the right. And now it should be tight and secure. We're going to turn it around, and if you only have one needle, you got to take your needle off now, but I got 2 needles, so I'm just going to do it the easy way and put the needle on the end tail. Get my other needle out of the way, and here we're coming out of this delicate bead. So we're going to go up, and now we're going to add the 15-0 galvanized in between there again. 1, 2, 3, 4, turn that pearl around. If you see the hole, 5, or if you see the damaged part, make sure you twist it out of the way. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, stepping up in the delica and the galvanized and going around with my creamy 15-0s now. And you just push the pearl down if you have to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And also here, just step up through the galvanized and white and do that 3 times. 1, 2. Well, actually 4 times with the first step off. Up. 3. Pull it tight. And 4. Go into the galvanized. Go up 2 delicate beads. Turn back in the delicate bead next to it and the one in the middle. I'm going to pick up the one on the right side and go back up and just kind of push it through, and if that's 2 or 3, it doesn't really matter. Here's where we're going to cut off the thread. Everything is secure, and we're going to put the other needle away and continue again with this needle. For the second round we're going to make, we need 11 delicate beads, and we're going to go straight across to the other one right there, putting a delicate bead of course on our needle. So that's 1, and you can see it on the side, and we're going to do 2. And this is where it's very important to count so you don't skip any. 3, straight across, 4, straight across, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. And this means you got to step up again, so you're going across in that first one, and put that to the side so it's easier to see, and then into this one right here, stepping up. Okay, now you need 33 15-0 cream seed beads. So that's the 15-0. Put that out of the camera frame and picking it up. We're gonna pick up 2 and we're gonna go into the next delica bead. So we're just gonna do 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and I'm going to go all the way around. This is number 4. But you don't actually see that when you bump into the other one, so you really don't need to count this one. All the way around. Now we're going to go into the delica and we're going to step up in the first 15-0, and we're going to add a 15-0 going into the 15-0 delica and up the next 15-0. So we're going to put that one bead right in between there, and when you get to the end this will pull a little bit, so give that a little bit of space like that. Don't pull that too tight. I'll take care of it later. 2. And there you have it. When you have to push that through there, you'll already pull it tight again, but that's okay. 3, seed bead, delica seed bead. And again, 4, skip the seed bead. It happens. Nobody's perfect, not even me. Although I hope my beading is at times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go 5. And 6. And 7. Click. And 8. And 9. And 10. And now you have hardly any room, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick up 11. And we're going to go into the delica and the seed bead. So we'll skip that middle one that you just added. Pull that in between there and just kind of steal some space from this one by pulling it up. So go into another delica. Go into another seed bead and another delica and just go underneath that middle one and just kind of pull that. And then it might pull still a little bit. You got a little bit of a curve in there, but that's okay. As you can see, it pulls here also a little bit, but it gives a nice dimension to it on the front by like a 3D effect. So don't worry about it, looks good. Now we're gonna pull the thread to the back like that, and gonna go into that delicate bead that's right behind those 3 seed beads here. Going in there. Then we're going to go into the next one. I'm going to go into that delicate bead that's on the left side there. 2. That's a 2. And we're going to go into that 3rd delicate bead that's on that left side over there. And here we're going to do exactly the same as what we did here. So we're going to pick up delicate bead and go into the next delicate bead. And we're going to go all the way around it like that, and it's going to be hard to see on the camera because I'm now brown on brown, and I'm going, the beads are the same as they are right here on the front. So, but basically you're doing the same thing. So you're going to do all these delicates in between, and after you've done that, you're going to put these 3 white seed beads, creamy white seed beads, also in between. And because this last round is exactly the same as the previous round, I suggest you just pause me now until you get done. Okay, I'm all done. I'm stealing that little bit of space to give that one more room, but I'm going into the seed bead behind it and the seed bead in the point that, let me put it like that. So I'm going through that seed bead to steal that space, the delicate bead, and then 2 size 15/0 seed beads. I'm going through there. And the next round is 1 15/0, 1 superduo, and 1 15/0. Now you probably already guessed, but we're going, let me put that on the back, we're going from middle seed bead to middle seed bead. So you get a little bit of a pointy edge there, but it's easier to do it this way, so just pick them up. Seed bead, superduo, seed bead, 15/0 of course, and into the next. Seed bead, superduo, seed bead, and I'm gonna do this all the way around. So I suggest you pause me now until you get that done. Okay, I'm adding my last one. I'm stepping up in that middle one, stepping up in the seed bead that was connected to the superduo, going in there, and I'm picking up that seed bead on the other side of the superduo, and now we're going to add the 11/0 in between here. So we're going again into 15/0 superduo 15/0, and when you do this round you will probably notice that it's gonna pull. That's okay, we're gonna pull it back gently afterwards with other rows that we're gonna add in between there. So 11/0 goes into 15/0 superduo and 15/0, and make sure it goes in there correctly because there's not much space, and just do that all the way around. So again, pause me until you get that done. In the last one, you go through your seed bead 15/0, your superduo, your seed bead 15/0, and come out of the 11/0. And for this round that we're going to do next, you're gonna need, so for the next round you need 88 delicates, 22 15/0 creams, and you need 11 galvanized silver. So we're going to start with 1 delicate, and we're going to go into the top hole of the superduo. We're going to pick up another delicate, and we're going to go into the 11/0. Delicate, superduo, delica, 11-0. And you're going to do that all the way around. And you'll see it pull even more than it's already pulling. As you can see, it's pulling in each direction. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. Just do this up and down, up in the superduo and down in the superduo all the way around. Okay, so pause me now. When we do the last one, we're going to go into the 11-0. We're going to go up the delica bead, put on the needle 2 delica beads, 1 15-0, and 2 more delica beads. And then we're going to go over, basically, the superduo. So we're not going to touch it. Pull that down into that delica bead, and then we're going to go up this delica bead. So now we're going to pull it back. Everything that's pulling, we're going to pull it a little bit back. So we're not going into this 11-0 because that wouldn't make it pull back. So we're going to go into that one, and then you got to pull those delica beads together. We're going to pick up 2 delicas again, a 15-0 and 2 delicas. So we're going to go down and in the delica and up in the delica. Might as well do it in one push with the needle. So again, 2, 1, 2, down and up. There we go. And the best way to do it is down and up, so you don't by accident go into that 11-0. So just do this all the way around and start me again when you get there. When you go into the last one, just go down and then go up 3. Pull that tight, and if all is correctly, it will now curve a little bit inwards, so that means everything is starting to straighten out. And you're going to pick up 2 delicas, and we're going to go in down 3 and try and get that, push that a little bit, like with your finger, push that a little bit behind that little 15-0 seed bead, because we're going to need that 15-0 seed bead later on, and it's really hard to poke it out once that this has gone in front of it like that. You know, it's hard to just kind of try and push that down a little bit. So we're going to go up 3, and this straightens out that nice herringbone look also. Pull that tight, make sure you got that tight, so that you get that curve in there really good, and that it won't pull anymore, and that it's all taken care of. So going down, picking up 2, going down 3, and kind of making sure, putting my finger on there, that them delicas are behind there, like that. So going up 3 again and picking up 2 again. And for this last round you need your last 22 of 88 delica beads. So I suggest pause me now until you get to the end and start me up again after that. Okay, I'm adding my last 2. And I'm going up 4. And make sure you're in all of them. Very important, you don't want to see thread later on. Now we get this galvanized silver, and we go down 3, and this is when we're going to pull everything back into proportion. We're going to pick up a 15-0 cream, and we're going to go up 3. Pull that tight. 15-0 galvanized, down 3. 3, not 4. $15.0 cream white, up 3. I'm going to do that, pull that tight, and we're going to do that all the way around. So that was $15.0 down 3, and be careful, and 15-0 up 3, and pull that tight. And when I say tight, I mean tight, because now this, see, this moves, but this starts to move less. It's getting a little stiffer, and you're pulling back. So now the curve is going inwards, as to where here the curve is going outwards. So you're pulling in, and that's what you want, because later on we're going to put some seed beads on top of here, and then the curve is going to go basically straighten itself out. You get a little bit of tiny bit of curve that still goes in. So, but just pause me now until you've done this all the way around. Ending my last one, and I'm going up 2, not 3. So go up in 2, pull that tight, go into that seed bead above the superduo. And that's why they had to be on top, because that works easier. And now we need, I think, 66. 6 per round, 11, yep, 66 silver, 15 O's, and we're going to go down in the 11 O. And there's only one 11 O, so you can't make a mistake there. So, and we're going to pick up another 3, and we're going to go into that 15 O that's underneath the delicas there. And that's why they had to kind of be on top, so you can easily get in there. And that's what you're going to do all the way around. So you're going to pick up 3 again, go into the 11-0, relatively easy. And you're going to pull that tight, of course. Pick up another 3 and go into that 15-0. So I think you get that. Pause me now until you've gone all the way around. And when you do the last one, you're going to go into that 15-0. You're going to go down 2 delicas, into the 15-0, up 3 delicas, and into that 15-0 galvanized. And now you got your piece already. That means you just need 5 more silver to go around to make that loop for your earring. Just go around in that loop about 3 or 4 times to make sure that that's secured. So that's my second round. That's 3. I'm going to just do it one more time. Sometimes it's very hard. Pull that up a little bit like that to create that nice little loop. In and just go down and work your thread away. Go down 3 into the white and up 3. I got 2, at 3, skip the galvanized and just go down another 3, white, and up And I think that's secure enough. You can take off your needle of your thread and just kind of cut that off carefully. And now we just have to add the earrings. Oh, we can push these up, good quality. I'm gonna push that open and make sure you get that right, because this is the front. So I'm gonna push that on there. And then close that up. And here is an absolutely stunning pair of earrings. I hope you liked it, and if you're brave enough to make a necklace, do not cut the end tip and don't make a loop, because we're going to connect these pieces together somehow, some way, like this, to make that V necklace. So, and how many pieces do you need? Well, I'm going for 7, but it might be 5, but in that case, if it's gonna be 5, you got 2 pairs of earrings. So you know how many seed beads you need, actually, to make all these pieces. So, yeah, I would say have fun, and if you are planning on going for the necklace, then I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.